Molweni guys, welcome to yet another episode of All About Music Videos, where we talk all things music videos, all things artists, all things lyrics, all things music, right? We come together here to discuss the music videos we love, right? Okay, my name is uBongekile, and yes, like I said, this is another episode where we're gonna discuss music. Guys, the music video we'll be discussing today, right? Okay, before I go any further, um, this song for me makes it to my curated personal um top 10 amapiano, right? Like of all time, like zikhona zangoma guys amapiano nabakuthiwa iphume 2019, 2021, whatever the year, where you just feel like 10 years, 20, 30 years later even, you'll be listening to it and you'll just be like, oh my god, it still slaps. So this song for me makes it to my top 10 amapiano. Okay, so the name of the song that we will be analyzing is a song that we all love, right? Sengizwile by Mas Musiq featuring Aymos and Young Stunna. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh guys, I think also kinda educate the girl. Like, is there a difference if I don't want to use the term visualize and just stick to music videos? Is visualizer really a new thing, like one of the new terms? Are we letting go of the term music video and just going with visualizer, or is it the same thing? Like, let's talk about it. Um okay, so Sengizwile, I'm not going to talk about the song now, right? Like I said, talking about the song, I know I mentioned that it's in my top 10, and come to think of it, Mas Musiq clear top 10 I think he's got 3 songs. So J 3 songs clear top 10 says Mass Music, and any 7 guesses abanye, because I know it's this one, and there's one where he has with Uniapo, Lovey, Mommy, Dali, Mommy, that one. And then there's one with the one we all love as well, with Ricky Rick and Shasha. Tandim Tandige. That one, guys. Those are like Mass Music songs in my top 10. But okay. So, I want to talk about the music video, right? Because that's what we do. The music video was released on the 3rd of March 2023. So, it's a year and 2 months basically, because we're still in May, right? Um, so far, it has 13,272,906 views. That's a lot, guys. That's your koningi. And so far, it's got 54,000 views, right? No, I'm lying. Sorry, 54,000 likes, right? Because I said the views were 13,272,906 views, and then 54,000 likes. That's a lot. Like, that's really a lot, right? So Sengizwile, basically, before we get into the music video, it's quite a very clear, simple, direct song, right? I can't even say it's a conversation. It's a gent in this case. It's a lover. It's a gent communicating his dissatisfaction, his disappointment, his disapproval in how his partner slash wife slash girlfriend, no, actually wife, sorry, according to the lyrics, wife is carrying himself, right? Carrying herself. Hey guys, cool, right? So he's vocalizing all of that, he's expressing all of those emotions, and that's what Sengizwile is about. Sengizwile means I've had enough. Understand? Um, so yes, that's Sengizwile. So when we see the music video, oh my, right into it. Let's just get right into it, okay? When we see the music video, let me first introduce the cast members, right? So we see Mas Musiq playing the judge, right? We see Young Stunna. Initially, because I watched the music video so many times, initially I wanted to say he's the friend. Ooh, hey guys. I need to keep still. Initially, I wanted to say he's the friend, and then I thought to myself, no, maybe I would rather consider. I know they write him as a witness, right? Like pap, because they tell you judge, um, defendant, dun 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 dun. So he's the witness according to the story, which is not wrong, but given the depth of the lyrics, I just want to escalate him to say he's not just a friend of the guy complaining, he's the brother. Because of his verse, guys, you know? Bayeza omalimbazo kwethu, you know? I mean, like, we do have friends that are like brothers, you know? But I mean, when it gets to court, you know? Bayeza omalimbazo kwethu. I would expect it to be a brother of the husband saying that, by not makoti sitikiwe nguwe, you know? Besithi ubhuti ukhethe kakuhle casibaka, khethanga kakuhle ke ngoku, you know? So yeah, and then we have Amos as the husband. We have the accused. Look, I don't know this lady's name. And because I don't know her name, I can't even follow her on the socials. But I love that girl so much. She's been on quite a few music videos. On some she's dancing, on some she's acting, like this one. She's also on that music video, Lega Sinom Solo, and not me forgetting the DJ's name, but Sengi Joel, Joel, Joel. Yes, she's there as well. So she's quite a familiar face for me, in terms of like music videos and stuff. I've seen her a lot on the screens, and she's just lovable. I like the girl. Um, so yes, and you know what, man, the idea of the song. Okay, I'm realizing that I haven't even explained the music video to you guys and what really happens, but I'm gonna get into it. This music video reminds me every time I watch it, and I mean it's not a bad thing. It's just me making reference. It reminds me of Fangi Mali, 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 Fangi Mali. That is Black Motion and Unokwazi. I think back in 2015 or 2016. Um, the music video, because their music video as well, it was a court scenario where the baby mama is saying, I'm tired of this baby daddy because I can keep him early. So Fagimali, you know? And I think that music video also, I really, really loved it because they weren't much on dialogue. It was dance moves. Guys. That music video, like, listen, they were in their bag, okay? I love that music video so much because everyone's just dancing. The music video is the why, guys. But yeah, every time I watch this one, I'm always reminded of that music video. And to talk of music videos that have great choreography in them, just also takes me to Udali Kakamumpela. Guys, listen, like, I know Kamumpela is gorgeous. She's great at what she's doing. This acting, you're not missing acting, this singing thing of hers is great. Her dancing is out of this world. I love Kamumpela, me, going to Ngamazi on a personal level, you understand? And of course, I know she's always dancing in all her music videos. When you think of It Goes To, the choreography there was great. When you think of Nkulunkulu, the choreography there was great. But guys, you want to Dali. Hi guys. Hi. Dali's the one. Yo. But yeah, guys, I was just referencing one video to the other, to the other, to the other. But let's go back to the one we were discussing today, Sengizwile, right? So what happens in this music video? We see the judge making his way to the courtroom. We see the complainant and the defendant making their way to the courtroom with their lawyers, right? I like the fact that I hear the footsteps at the beginning of the music video. I don't know. I don't know why I like it, but I really I like it. And there's the phone ringing as well. Yeah, but I just like that I hear the footsteps. That's all. And then yeah, they're in the courtroom. And then obviously Amos is like, "Mina Sengizwile." And so that's like with every person singing, they are acting out. So he starts out as this guy who's complaining about his partner's actions, bloody blah, bloody blah, bloody blah. And then when Amos's verse goes up, he's not the husband. Ungufakazile. And it so hence I was like, he's the brother, like having listened to what he's saying actually, you know? Um yeah, like I feel like he's not just a witness, he's not just the friend of Mkwenyana, but also like the brother of Mkwenyana because of the depth of what he's saying. And he's standing there by the box where the witnesses stand. And Naike, oh my years, oh my malume. Like yiningempi my tala ako happy, you know? And and then obviously at some point when there are no lyrics, when there's no singing and it's just the beats or the sounds, the lady is talking, you know. So that's after Amos's verse and before Amos, before Young Stunna's verse. Yes, after Amos's verse and then before Young Stunna's verse. So between that, that's when she's also acting out and expressing, you know. Um, so yeah, that's the music video. That's the scenario. You have to listen to the song, and I feel like that way the music video will make so much sense to you. And although I don't believe that there's someone who hasn't listened to the music video on this day, I mean, who hasn't watched the music video, but if you haven't, please go and watch it, right? And rectify me where you feel like I need to be rectified, or like just share your thoughts as well, right? So in terms of like, yeah, I don't think this video of mine is going to be really long because I don't have much to criticize on, and not to say it's perfect. And like for those who are watching for the first time, I just want to clarify, this channel is not for like hating on music videos. The music videos I talk about are the music videos of artists that I most probably love, and the music video that I love itself. And when I do analyze or criticize, it's usually out of love. I don't know if I make sense. Like, I'm not here to join the party of like, we're not here to boo people's work. We're here to say big ups. And if I feel like they could have done better somewhere, somehow, obviously just by being the viewer, from a viewer's perspective, then that's what I do. But we're not here to hate on anyone, right? So, like I'm saying, I feel like there's not much for me to critique here. There is like one thing though, like just really one thing that for me made me think, you know, because this lady basically, the one who's defending herself, right? Um, she talks about, because remember they're acting things up and the song is playing over, so it's not like, because remember Amos as the husband, his complaint is the verse. Young Stunna naye ngapha, his complaint is also the verse. So because, sorry, she's not the artist, she's not singing, she's not the musical artist rather. She just acts it out. So we see what she's saying, get subtitles. And then she talks about how she's never cheated. Né? And for me, how I understand the song, he's not accusing her of cheating. His problem is the groove, basically. Uhambe ekuseni ubuye ebusuku, inhlonipho uyishiye, you know, like, I don't know, maybe it's just adding depth to the story in itself, because I think there's a whole lot of, and this is what I love about music videos, because now like siphumile ngoku music video and I just want to discuss something really short and I just want to hear your guys' view. I'm seeing a whole lot of couples, right? Because you guys have these channels where you guys talk about your love on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, or like even YouTube, right? So we get to kind of be exposed to your guys' love and your lifestyles. I'm seeing a lot of women who groove. Because remember back then it was a thing of "Xa ungumama funeka uqoqeke, xa uzotshatwa ungumakoti funeka uqoqeke, funeka wena uhlale usendlini." Like this whole concept of marriage that is very oppressive towards women. I think to a certain degree things are still that way for most people. Because there's this thing of xa uzotshata ube ngumama womzi okanye umama ekhaya, wena funeka uhlale usekhaya, indoda ayibuza uba iphi. He must have all the fun. He's allowed to go see the gents. He's allowed to, wena sugrova, wena sithini, wena, And I mean, we're not saying let's condone irresponsibility or not being accountable for your actions. I mean, if you are in a relationship with someone, of course, akuzofana noba like single, right? But where I'm trying to go with this is there's this beautiful culture now where I'm seeing of ufumanisa uba ubhudiza is not much into groove, but ngusister ke ngoku or into groove, And njengoba into groove, ubhudiza akamind, and like I can't even say akamind, like umsukele uye wamshela emazi uba uyathanda ugroova lo sis, and bachata, and still the wife is still grooving, So what I'm trying to say is there are partners who may have issues with, I don't want you to groove, no? And there are reasons why they may not want you to groove. Maybe they think that if you groove, you're gonna end up cheating on me because what are you doing ebusuku nabanye abantu, uzobonwa ngabanye abantu. Or there are people who just don't want a partner who grooves. It's got nothing to do with cheating. Maybe it's got to do with the past trauma, or maybe it's got to do with just wanting a homebody as a partner, because when I'm back from work, I just want you in my space 24/7. You know, there are people who are like, you know what, if you're gonna groove, let's go groove together. You know, and then here she brings the cheating thing up. The reason it's for me, the reason is just I just feel like they didn't need to go down the cheating route, because yes, cheating is very wrong. Um, cheating is very wrong. It will never be right. No one wants to be cheated on. But what I'm trying to say is cheating is not the only deal breaker in relationships. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, I feel like if she, because still again, maybe they're just trying to add spice, and it's okay, it still makes sense for her to say what she wanted to say, but like it would have been great also for her to just leave it at that, at the, if you can't accept me for who I am, then let's just go our separate ways. Or, but you didn't have a problem with me grooving before you got married, why is it an issue now? Like they could have just played around with that. Because with our world, also with us growing and evolving and everything, we are learning on a daily that cheating is not the only 13 red flag or the only deal breaker. Like I said, if we are groover and maintain fundo groover, and when you say groover, I can let you go. If ditina and fundo nje nakanje nakanje, there's so much, we need partners who are emotionally available for us. We need partners who allow us, to, guys, let's be real. We have trauma, in as much as we talk about how perfect relationships need us to like first work on ourselves. Yes, that's great. I totally agree on that. I'm an advocate of enjoy being single, love being single. Why can't you stand your own company, but sizelwe, and emakhayeni esisuka kuwo, there's a whole lot of toxicity sometimes. And then ke ngoku you meet someone, you're not gonna constantly, well, you're not gonna instantly rather outgrow every trauma that you went through, you know. Ezinye izinto require for you to, like, zizokushukumisa ngoku within a relationship. Sithandwa sinezo traumas, you understand? So what I'm trying to say is, cheating is a big deal, but there's a lot of things that could end a relationship. People not understanding each other's love languages, people wanting to be too controlling, people not wanting to outgrow their traumas, people not being emotionally available for each other or even financially available for each other. Let's talk about it. For other people, money is a deal breaker, or the lack of it, rather. Understand? And where I'm trying to go with this was, she could have just left the cheating out of it. Or I can't, let me not say she was directed. Whoever was directing that masterpiece, or the idea, they could have just left the cheating out of it, because me going to groove does not mean I'm gonna cheat on you. Yes, there are cases whereby I went to groove, ngashinda ekhaya, and then ngahlangana nomunye ubhuti isikora kanjena, and then one thing led to another. It's the kind of cases ezinjalo. But abantu bayajola nasecabeni, abantu bayajola nasekuhlaleni, abantu bayajola emsebenzini. Umuntu akujolele futhi nomuntu ongalindelanga, apho ungalindelanga khona ke futhi, you understand? Kanye kwalapha efamily newenzakala amanyala, you understand? So what I'm trying to say is, this song is so beautiful in the sense that these guys are just saying, I'm Fazami Groove. The complaint could have just ended there. It did not need to escalate to the cheating, because wife grooving does not mean cheating. You understand? Some women groove and come back home to their husbands, and they know umntu ashiye phofu yogroove aqamba, hayi bafazi ke ndigqibile, into ebisidibanisa iphelile, sendikhumbula invotsa ekhaya umntu ajike. Understand? So I get it. Maybe they're just adding spice to the story, which is okay. I mean, that's the whole purpose of music videos, creativity, playing around. Let's act. Let's just do the most. Let's have fun. I totally get it. But I just feel like the cheating part could have just. That's just me. That's just my 2 cents, right? So yeah, let's rate the song. The setup and the location of it, nah? It's perfect, because for me, when you take things to a court, I've never been to court before. Never. I think when I think court, I think jail, I think crime, I think legal. Those things scare me. Like, I never want to have a case so serious that it takes me to court. I-court ndigqibela ngoyibona nje eTV-ni kanye ndidlule nje ngeteksi xa ndisiya eJozi. Ndiyibona uba okay, nansiya i-court ndigqibela nje ngoyibona eTV-ni, and andinamdla futhi woba within a courtroom, andibaweli, akho nto endibizayo. So when I think of courtrooms, when people say they've been to court before or whatever, it's like, dang, your case was serious, because when I was younger also, I always used to think everything goes to court, and then you learn by no, there are procedures and processes, and when you guys get to court, so many figure to a point where you guys couldn't resolve it outside of court, because I always used to think that everyone who's got a lawyer, goes to court for whatever. And I learned about, no, ezinye izinto ziyaxoxwa in the house, lawyer ize nithethe in the house, or whatever. I always used to think court was like the first thing, until it was like, no, actually that's the last resort. When people take it to court, it's people saying, I tried on my own, they've tried on their own, asidibani, asithi see eye to eye, yabo. And the matter's escalating and it's worse. Like when things get to court, basically, it's way above me, way beyond me. Understand? Hence, the lawyers need to jima and stuff. Jimaring in terms of like the law. So the location of it is perfect in that it shows the seriousness of the matter. To say, guys, it's one thing for ba ni chatile ne ni bize the in-laws. Like it's one thing for me ndigezelwa indoda ndiye kokwabo okanye mna ndiyigezele indoda iye ekhaya, you know. That's one thing. It's one thing for us to involve friends, you know, because you know mhlambi we need their advice and opinions. It's one thing to involve people who we feel like, hey man, we look up to these couples, they're older than us, but bayafikeleleka, and they're kind of like neutral because they're not your parents, they're not your parents, they're not his parents. It's just a couple that you guys look up to, or couples that you guys look up to, and when you guys are going through a bit of problems, to say, how did you guys get through this, or how do you think we can get through this, you know. That's one thing, man, guys. It's one thing to go to umfundisi ke nicela imithandazo. It's one thing to go to, it's like to go for counseling or therapy. The moment you guys hit the court, like for me, guys, it's extreme. I think now with the way our justice system is just a joke, with the way, I don't know, I feel like only rich people are able to buy innocence and just get away with anything if they wanted to. Like the way in jail, everything in our country is just a joke. You know, at the rate at which things are going, fine, you guys can hear me out and be like, yeah, uBongekile in their court, right? But in the sense whereby things are taken seriously, the court is like, the court, my dear, is hectic. So like I said, this is them showing us to say, guys, it's really leland, you know, us going to court is because I'm done with this lady. I'm done with her. I'm done with everything that's got to do with her. Akafunuva kunindithethe into enye. You know? Yeah, it just shows the seriousness of the matter and how they yearn for a justified resolution. But the costume and makeup, so okay, with the setup of the location, I'm happy with it. Like I can't find any fault. With the costume and makeup, yeah, I think for me also Nalapo, I can't find any fault now with anything or anyone because it was very easy for me to identify who's who and what's what. Um, what's the story behind? Okay, I kind of get it, right? Because most of our systems are westernized. So there's boners are weak. This is not your judges back in the day, you know? But are they still relevant in this day and age? Like, ndifunde guys, ndifunde, ndibe yi-lawyer, ndifunde, ndibe ligqwetha. No, igqwetha is a lawyer, ne? What's a judge in this class? Anyway, ndibe yi-judge. And then, like, I'm a black person and I've got natural hair under these braids. Or I've got braids or I've got a wig. What's the point of me now in this day and age? This is just a general question. Mas Musiq what's the point of me wearing that now? And then the fundil, let's go in. I've got the qualifications. What's that wig gonna do for me? Are there people still wearing that wig in the courtrooms? Guys, educate me. But yeah, so it was very easy to identify the characters. It was very easy for me to see who's who. Even the lawyers. It was very like everything was just inje. you know. The storyline, yeah, because baby pushy story. So storyline, yeah, good. The video. You know, when I watch music videos, ne, like I said, guys, I'm no DOP. I'm no um camera person. I don't think I'm the best photographer. I don't think I'm the best videographer. You know, um, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't make the best of these, like the best videos. But when I watch music videos, I like to watch music videos and look at the quality and think, damn, this looks like in the next 10 years it's still gonna look good, you know? Me, personally. And there are music videos like that, videos that I watch 5 years later, 10 years later, and it's like, look at the quality of this music video. Like, it's it's really giving, you know? Um, I don't know, with this music video though in particular, I don't know, mhlawumbe ndibhidwa lighting or the lighting and the place, like the location. It, for me today, it's just not giving something that when I watch in the next 20 years, on the next 10 years. I mean, guys, don't get me wrong. Technology will forever stay advanced, right? We'll keep advancing because that's how we are as people. We want to keep advancing ourselves, and technology is a great deal of our life. And so now we're gonna want to also advance technology. I get it. It's gonna be very unfair for me to compare a music video if music videos will still be a culture, umzekelo, in 2024. I mean, you're in 2044, right? In 2044, I can't compare a music video that comes out in 2044 to a music video that's coming out now in 2024. That's not fair, but you still want to watch a music video in 2044 that was shot and released in 2024 and think, you know? So I don't know with this music video when I watch it in the few years to come, but is it still gonna be as cute and clean and stuff? I don't know. I don't know. It's just, yeah. But okay, overall, okay, guys, for the setup, 10. Costume and makeup, 10. Storyline, because there's that cheating thing I mentioned about this lady that she mentions, 7. Wait, and then the video, 5 out of 10. So I think everything will just be everything out of 10 will be a solid 7. I'm so generous. Solid 7. So yeah. And yeah. I think also big ups to our director, who is Nigel Stockel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name, well, surname correctly, because Stockel, you know? So sorry. So yeah, there's that. But this guy's pretty good at what he does. I mean, I've seen his name pop up on quite a whole lot of music videos. A whole lot. Like right now, I can't really mention anything at the top of my head, but I've seen his name pop up so many times, so many times, so many times. So, yes, guys, that's it from me for today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening. Um, can't wait for the next time I actually analyze another music video and share it with you guys, and to have you guys listen to me and actually share what you guys think. Okay, so because I really want to know what you guys think. Thank you so much for your time. I love you guys so so much. From uBongekile, that is it from me for tonight. I love you. Bye. Mwah.